All right. Welcome in, everybody. It is 2:30 on the East Coast on Monday. So we're coming at you live for your best bets in the Yankees versus the Guardians and Monday Night Football. Sure, we got the MLS playoffs as well, but maybe we'll just stay away from that. And we got one match overseas or a few for European soccer, but we'll stick to the two big ones tonight for you, all powered and sponsored by the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Be sure to be hopping into their DMs to be joining for that week, weekend, or month package. We're live on Twitter. Hit the link up in the title if you want to be featured in today's show. Drop your best bets. Let us know what's going on, whatever you want to say. The chat is for you since we got the number one subs out there. And we appreciate everyone who tuned in over the weekend and to the debut of Calling the Shots on Friday. Paid for play on Saturday, and Sunday morning crew bees yesterday. All those top shows came at you live the past 3 days. And word on the street is Calling the Shots is coming at you live tomorrow since the NBA is back. We're almost fully there. 21 days till college hoops. And then we are fully cooking in the best sports time of the year. But Sosa, how you doing?
Great, man. Another profitable weekend. Things are looking good. Very, very crazy day in the NFL yesterday. 6 underdogs winning straight up. Just a very, very, very interesting, weird day.
Yeah, fuck the Packers. Sold on me.
I was extremely tired. I'm not gonna lie. I was extremely tired. I didn't catch a bunch of y'all's game last night, but the first thing I was able to witness was just the fact that I knew y'all would cover and win last night, especially after the way that the dogs just absolutely cleaned house throughout the day. I texted all my friends, just hammer the Eagles to cover. It wasn't a tough situation either. It was pretty clear cut. You know what I mean?
It was finally where, to keep it simple and short last night in the Birds game, Cooper Rush never put his team at an adverse situation in the first 4 games that he started. No interceptions. Sure, not the most yards, but as long as they scored 21, the defense wasn't allowing more than that. So that's exactly how they did it last night. They just made him make some terrible, terrible mistakes. And sure, I think he kind of just handed them the dub with his play last night. But because Zeke got eaten, they got a little bit cooking on the ground. But anytime they needed him to make a throw, it was just real bad.
You guys have a team that's just absolutely stacked. There's no denying it. That secondary is one of the most talented secondaries I've seen in years. From top to bottom, they have 2 great guys on the outside. Obviously, CJ Gardner-Johnson obviously is playing for a contract, but the way it's looking is you guys have so much fucking money that y'all will just give him a deal before the season even ends. Like, y'all should extend him before the season ends. I mean, they'll probably work it out in the next couple of weeks. How about you guys scamming the shit out of New Orleans again?
We just I've been talking that to Roddy where just need them to lose so we can get that pick, because if we get Gibbs with that pick,
y'all not taking a running back in the first round, bro. Yep. No, nobody's taking. If Breece Hall was a second, and it's funny you bring that up. If Breece Hall was a second rounder, no running backs going in the first round.
Cool. Okay, then get Gibbs in the second round. I don't care what we need to do because it's the Sanders replacement. Because I don't want to be spending the money there. Lane, he can get his brain unscrambled from the concussion. That kind of when the offense stopped clicking. And when Parsons got going a little bit better was when Lane left the game from the concussion. But yesterday, I want to get back to it. It's how I started it. Packers frauds now, or what's going on with that? Because that was kind of an embarrassment what they did back-to-back weeks.
I'm not quite ready to call them frauds. I will say that we need to give maybe the Jets a little more credit. I think that it's really easy to not give any respect to a team because they have an established culture of losing, right? It's like the same thing with Detroit. The Detroit Lions, same thing goes with the Jets. Until these teams continue to win, we're not going to respect them, right?
I'm trying to pull it up. I believe the Packers have lost 3 games this season as 7-point favorites. No, just as 7-point favorites. That's where I'm getting into is
I'm still not ready to call them frauds. I do believe there's plenty of time for them
No,
to.
like twice.
I think there's plenty of time for them to figure it out. To be totally honest, I really do. There's no big overreaction for me, right? Sauce is the real deal. 3-3 right now is good enough for the top of I think 4 divisions in football. It's either 3 or 4. This is the NFL, man. This is how it goes. This is the reality of the NFL. Everyone, not everybody starts off 6-0. How's that feel, by the way? Good? Yeah, like listen,
It's real hard not to. I'm usually not one of the dickhead Philly fans. It's real hard right not to be.
Hey man, listen, when you're the last undefeated standing, you're supposed to feel great about how things are. You know what I mean? Like fucking just like the Cardinals last year, right? Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Hopefully the wheels don't come flying off like that.
Hey man, listen, that's all I'm saying. Everybody and their mother, first 7 games, oh my God, the Cardinals, and then they got to play all the games. Yes, you should be excited. Winning gets you excited. I actually said this earlier. Like with every loss, right, comes like a little bit of like panic. With every win comes a little sliver of hope. If you're 2-4 today, you still think you got a chance. If you're 3-3 today, you still think you got a chance, right? Because that's how the cycle works throughout the season. It's by not getting too high, not getting too low. I think there's going to be so much more parity left in this season to crown anybody a champion or the best team. Or yes, the records reflect how good you are. Correct, no question. No, right now the records reflect that they are this, they are that. Listen, there's still plenty of games left.
I was about to say, unless because I see a lot of people on baseball Twitter, and Ben is not trying to say that, but the playoffs, if the Yanks end up dropping it tonight, you got what, the three of the 4 top teams with the most wins being out, other than the Stros.
And all the
just go to European soccer then, if you like that type of way, where there's no playoffs and the top regular season record takes it. Those are your 2 options. You get parity in playoffs.
One, right? Did you notice that?
What?
Every team that got a week off except for the Stros all lost, and if the Yankees lost, it'd be all of them except for them. Maybe a week off isn't the best thing for teams that are playing their best baseball at the end of the season.
And to go bowling.
Just a thought.
Yeah, don't go bowling, especially if you're a center.
Just a thought. Obviously, NBA's back tomorrow. In regard, you want to get into this Yankee game?
Yeah, we can get to the Yankees, then we'll get to Monday Night Football, then we'll get back to whatever banter we want to get to today. Since it's a Monday, always got to start the week off right. You're coming to the top spot to make sure you get that Venmo and Cash App in your account rather than it going the other way. And it's all powered by the Diamond Club. Give us that like, retweet, follow, sub. Saval.
I got one
versus Taylor. Going to be a great pitching matchup tonight here. Looks like rain is in the forecast from like 5 p.m. in the Bronx to around like 10 or 11 p.m. So maybe they'll try to play through the rain. I mean, they pushed a game one day already because of it, so I doubt they're going to push in and it'll be played at some point tonight. But just know that weather could be a factor if that means capping-wise for you for anything.
Yeah, I mean, I like one play only in this. I like the over. I think it's going to be a bullpen game. I think that we got 2 subpar pitchers who haven't been great all season. I think the expectation is that both teams go to the bullpen relatively early based on matchup and just hope that they don't get clobbered to start the game. But this is not your prototypical final game of a series. I think it's all hands on deck. You probably will see Bieber at some point. You probably will see Cole at some point, depending on how this game goes. I like the over 7.5 personally. I think we get over 7.5 in regulation. Whether it's 5-4, 6-4, 6-5, whatever, somewhere around there that you want. I think that's what we're going to get from this matchup. I don't trust either starting pitcher. Jameson Taillon has been, and Savali's been, middle of the pack at best. I have no stock whatsoever in either of these pitchers. I think they both will give it up. And I think that it will come down to the bullpens. Obviously, the Yankees lineup is way more talented than the Cleveland Indians. The Cleveland Indians have done a very good job playing small ball all season, putting the ball in play, scoring timely runs and having that one workhorse and J-Ram, basically just carry the offense. My expectation today, like I said, is the over. I think both pitchers give it up, and I think that this game ends somewhere along the lines like 6-4, 5-6, something like that. 10, 11 runs scored today. That's my personal belief. How about yourself?
I'm channeling my inner Sam Murphy Dumbarine picks one for this one here. If Naylor didn't fucking rock that baby, I'd be all over the Guardians.
No,
bro, I think that swung it for the Yankees. That was a momentum shift because if that was to tie it, if that was to take a lead, sure, put yourself down one less. And
can't rock the
I
baby.
was saying the fucking I hate to say that because I don't want to see the Yankees go through. I'd much rather see the Guardians. I think they could be a dog tonight, but I think the momentum shifted right there when he rocked them. He had I liked it before he did all the shit going around the bases. I think that's just going to give the Yankees that extra bit of motivation to knock them off. I'm not making it official on the money line because you're paying a minus 145 to minus 150. But yeah, I mean, I get that's his thing. I get he's done it multiple times this season. We've seen it, but in that spot there, whew.
Right. Yeah, the rock the baby was crazy. I can't even front. That was nuts. Someone on the Yankees are going to hit a home run tonight. It's like saying water is wet, but you're still my man, Jer. You're still my man.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going all hands on deck, it's kind of just it's going to be a tough one because there's no way you can predict, like, as you pointed to, what pitchers are going to get pulled or who's going to get put in at what time tonight because the Yankees' pen is a little bit more, I guess, tired at this point that you could say. More taxed, more of their top arms are taxed. So if that means anything to you, yeah, but then we potentially get the weather as well.
Yes, sir. On to tonight's amazing matchup in Monday Night Football. I mean, who doesn't want to see Russell Wilson on national TV for a third consecutive fucking week?
And I think this is the one he probably gets a dub in too, unfortunately.
Nope. See, I'm on the other side right now. I'm telling you right now, Chargers win and cover tonight. Chargers
you should. This seems like the easiest play of the entire NFL season. That's what I'm just saying. Like the public, like to your point, we've third straight week of seeing noodle arm.
Yep.
Is this the one where he finally puts it together?
Nope. Listen, the dogs are losing. The dogs already butt fucked Vegas this entire weekend. They took all of Vegas's money yesterday. We had 6 underdogs win the game outright. The Eagles got half their money back. You can bet on Russell Wilson tonight if you want.
Oh, I'm not.
I'm on the Chargers minus 1.5. I think they win the game. They win it clear away. I think that there's a lot of injuries for Denver. Russ Wilson is not the guy. I've been trying to explain that to you. Me and Prop God actually were trying to explain that to you guys for months. As a Niner fan, I've seen the fall off of Russ Wilson. The running game's not there like you would like it. Obviously, like you're rolling with Melvin Gordon. No Javonte. The receivers aren't that great to me. I think that it's a divisional matchup. I think that the Broncos defense has played well. I just believe that the Chargers have the better quarterback. The Chargers have the better
Water's wet.
Yeah, and I gotta roll with it. I like the Chargers at home in this spot. I also am, if you want to call it the tinfoil hat, if you want to call it the dumb brain move, I'm rocking. Like I said, I'm rocking with the favorites. Got to get that money back. Last time we saw more than 5 dogs win outright this year in the NFL. All 3 of the primetime games, all 3 of the favorites covered by more than a touchdown. I think that happens today. It happened yesterday with y'all, right? So I'm 10 for handing it, whatever which way you want to say it. That's fine with me. I do like Mike Williams to score a touchdown. I don't care if Surtain's going to be on him. Obviously, no Keenan Allen again, but I don't think it really matters, to be honest. I think that he just does such a great job. Mike Williams at plus 125. And I like Gerald Everett at plus 260 as well. I think that that both can put up some pretty decent numbers given the matchup. I mean, Mike Williams, I would think at this point has become matchup proof, where he's going to get the targets regardless, whether he scores touchdowns or not. He's going to get the targets with no Keenan. I don't think Surtain locks him up per se, but I think I think Mike Williams will still get his. I don't care about what we've seen people do against everyone. He's going to get the targets regardless of who's on the other side of him. Personally, that's my belief.
Yeah, that's where I just had to start it off, just because I really do think the Chargers is the easiest bet of all season, and that's just where maybe they come back when Vegas needs, when the public and the sharps are aligned. They might need the gross team to come through for them tonight. But given what we've seen this season, Javonte Williams being out isn't that much better, even more, because now you're relying on Melvin Gordon in the backfield. But Keenan Allen being out, maybe it's Josh Palmer type of night, because you've kind of seen when Williams is healthy, Palmer kind of clicks in that second roll spot. The third roll spot, he kind of falls down a little bit more.
Obviously, Guyton has torn his ACL, so it's opened up a lot of opportunities for Palmer. Would not be opposed to that either. I just think that it's not about the receiver. It's about the quarterback. The quarterback can make it work with subpar talent. He's done it prior. So this is no surprise to me. I fully expect the Chargers to take care of business today. That's my full expectation.
Yeah, I don't got anything else for that one. But Sosa, did you hear that there's a playoff game at Citi Field tonight?
Soccer?
Yeah, and New York City FC can't play in Yankee Stadium tonight.
Oh, okay. So they moved it to Queens for that. Wow.
It was there up to Hartford, Connecticut, or go to Red Bull Arena. But yeah, I thought it was pretty funny where you don't even get your home stadium for
a playoff game,
and you gotta make the fans travel all the way down and across.
Embarrassing. But that's the MLS, right? By the time we have the World Cup in America, they'll have those kinks worked out, clearly.
No. That's just the best and longest running joke is New York City always trying to have to fuck around in the playoffs because the Yankees usually make it so their field is never available. Or there's dirt. Or you're running on dirt like back at us in grade school.
It tells you how much precedent soccer does not hold in America.
Their little banner is the funniest shit ever in that stadium. Anyone's going to be at the Union game Thursday, tag me, buy you a beer. Easy as that. Watch the dub in person. Keep the vibes rolling.
Guys. Make sure you guys pull up on him.
Tomorrow, calling the shots. What time's going to be the episode?
Man, it's either going to be 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock. I'm not sure yet, depending on some people have already signed in and are down, but we got a couple people who would like to fit on the show, might not be available to 6, so we're going to work that out. Regardless, calling the shots is going to be a staple in the NBA betting community. It's coming. First episode went great. I mean, we got futures bets from a bunch of people, guys who really, really gamble and really bet a bunch of money on the NBA. So, hopefully we can continue to go up crazy this NBA season. I think we're in for a hell of a year, 82 game season. Calling the shot's going to be fucking great. So that's my expectation. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Make sure to be tuned in because we're featuring all the top analysts in the game. If you missed Friday's episode, you still got time to lock in those futures. They're also tweeted out from the account, so make sure you follow that on Twitter. It's going to run kind of similar to Sunday Morning Quarterbacks, but not really. But we're featuring a lot of analysts where we like to bring you the top of the top because if they're on our show, they're not a nobody because they're all producing their own content. Thursday, we got JD's DFS cashed a nice little $8,000 ticket. Not this weekend, the one prior. So be sure to be checking him out for that coming up as well.
Yes, sir. You already know we're back this week, full effect. We're going ham. Y'all know the rules. Like I said, we will continue to win. We will continue to dominate in all sports.
Hockey play before we go, Sosa.
My hockey player of the day is the Pittsburgh Penguins run line at even money.
Puck line. We out.
Or puck line. I'm sorry. I had it